everyone, it's me Sean. Let's stop cramming and let's start coding. If you haven't watched a previous video, you can do it right now. It will give you context to what we will be doing in the series and why we are doing this. Basically, we're doing this for you, the viewers. So, I'll wait for you, and if you're back, without further ado, let's start. What you see right now is my code editor, which is Visual Studio Code, developed by Microsoft for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. The programming language that we will use is Python, but the programming language is not important. It's just merely a tool to teach you the basics of programming, to teach you the foundations. So yeah, don't focus on the language, but focus on the process, the logic. To start your journey as a programmer, well, we should start by creating a file. Just click this icon right here if you're using Visual Studio Code, or if you're using another editor, just make a new file. Make a new file, type what you want. For example, test.py. Why .py? Because we're using Python. .py is the extension, and press enter. Yeah, just start. So how do we start? Well, it's very traditional. You print hello world. In Python, if we want to display something on our terminal, we do print. Do this, and what we type in here will appear in the terminal. Yeah, we save this, and we run the code. We use Python 3 space test.py, and there we have it. You see hello world right here below. What is this? Well, this is a function, but more on that later. What I will be teaching you right now are variables and statements. What are statements? The English language has statements. For example, I want tea, I want apple. Programming language also has statements. For example, A is equal to 5, B is equal to 10, cute is equal to true. I know, I'm just joking. Yeah, cute is equal to true. Those are programming statements or assignment statements, since you assign this to a variable. What are variables? Well, variables are something that you store this statement into, and you can call the variables. You can use the variables in many things. For example, you can use it in operations, you can display it in the terminal, and whatnot. Just explore. So yeah, let's enumerate the kinds of variables or the data types of a variable. There are integers. Well, there are many, so I'll enumerate some. There are integers, float, boolean, list, and so on. So what are integers? Integers are whole numbers, basically numbers that don't have decimal points. And what are numbers that have a decimal point? Well, they are called floats. Floats are this. Float is equal to 5.05. This is a float. Why? Well, it has a decimal point. And you can name, and your variables can be named anything. You can name it A is equal to 5, or number is equal to 5, or a number with a decimal. Sorry, basically with a decimal is equal to 5.05. Yeah, that's how you assign a variable. So a name, an equal sign, and 5. Well, equal doesn't really mean that they are equal. So number is equal to 5. It just means number is assigned to 5. If you want to compare something to another something, it's for a future video. Oh yeah, those are variables. And the nice things with English is you can combine statements to make complex statement. For example, I want apple, I want tea. If you combine them, I want apple tonight and I want tea to drink after dinner. In programming language, you can also make complicated statements. I'm not sure if I'm making sense. For example, if I assign A to 5, and if I assign B is equal to 10, and if I assign total is equal to A plus 5, and I print total, this is a complete sentence. Basically, A is equal to 5, B is equal to 5, and A plus 5 is equal to total. It's a complicated statement that uses operations. More on that later. If I want to run this, I just do this, I'm not sure if it's nervousness or basically this is my first time doing this, but I actually made a mistake. This is supposed to be total A plus B. Yeah, I am so sorry. So yeah. So let me explain what is this. We assign A to the value of 5, we assign B the value of 10, and we assign total the value of A and B. So if I translate that to English from the example earlier, I said I want apple plus I want tea. That would mean I want apple and tea. So yeah, total is equal to the value of A plus the value of B. Basic math. And if I run this, yeah, don't forget to save. Always save. Actually, there's this autosave feature in this code. Just turn this check on. Yeah, there. 5 plus 10, 15. They're easy. So what about other operations? Well, of course there are other operations. We could use minus. 5 minus 10, A minus B. Oh, what could that be? Negative 5. This is basically a calculator. It calculates the variables. Well, it's basic. Multiplication, there's also that. There's also division. Yeah, so basically those are variables and those are operations. Let's see, let's look at other variables. How about strings? Okay, so this is a string with a type name is equal to Sean. You know it's a string if it's enclosed in a quotation. Yeah, that's a string. And if I display name, it would display Sean. Yeah, that's my name. That's a string. What would happen if I combined more variables? So it's like total, first name, then last name is equal to 10. Just like that. Now what would happen if I do this? First name plus last name. Basically it's just the same as this. From A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 10. And we display total like that. What we did here is the first name, Sean, plus the last name, Tan. So if I run this, we get Sean Tan. Yeah, it's easy. I mean, it's the basic of programming, and I'm not sure if I can, expound more into it. It is what it is. So yeah, more data types. About booleans. So we have cute is equal to true, and ugly is equal to false. Now if I print cute, set that. If I print cute and I run this, it's true. Now if I print ugly and I run this, it's false. So yeah, those are booleans. It's true or false, 1 or 0. Every exam with true or false. You get what I mean. Now how about displaying things? Displaying things aesthetically. So you see, earlier when we tried to do first name plus last name, when we tried to do this, it does not have spaces. Well, what if I want to add spaces? You could do something like this. You could add another string and a plus here. Now look, it has spaces. It's nice to look at. Yeah, I guess those are, that's the end of it. Those are the statements, the variables, and if you have questions, just comment down below. For the next video, I will be teaching you more on this and maybe, conditionals. See you.